We have a great and an eclectic mix of inductees tonight, and I'm very honored to be a part of this and to be introducing these fine representatives of East Coast surfing this evening. And I'm talking totally off script. I never had a script for the first 5 years.
No, you just wouldn't read it.
No, last time I didn't read it, but before that I never had one, so it was always shoot from the waist, the hip. I got 2 metal hips, by the way, so I can shoot that way. We would like to just mention we do have 3 world champions in the house tonight. We want to welcome those world champions. One from the east coast of Australia, so he does claim the east coast.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's from there. 4? Oh, Christy, I'm sorry, 4. See, somebody came up and said we got 3. So here we go, we got 4. We have Christy, we have Siege, we have Mr. Slater. We'd like to welcome him. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Also want to thank in advance, there's 2 people that really have made a great contribution here. Dick Messerall, who is a East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame member. I have so many names for him, I will use his proper name. Dick has done just an amazing amount of work putting together the slideshow that you'll see for our inductees tonight. And beyond that, he's putting together, there's a new website, the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame website is up and running, but they're adding more and more content, and Dick has dedicated his existence. He's literally sleepless nights putting together all the photos to make that happen. So we really want to thank Dick. And I'd like to thank the mayor of Jacksonville Beach Surfing, Mr. Mitch Kaufman. He's in charge of the video. And right up here in front, Mitch Kaufman. So I'd like to welcome the official class of 2022, the induction ceremony into the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame. Today we will proudly induct the Hall of Fame's 25th anniversary class. What a milestone, how far we've come since 1996. I'm Hunter Joslin, Hall of Fame Class of 216, your Master of Ceremonies for the evening. And I'm glad they wrote that because I wouldn't remember who I was. I'm honored to be here tonight to induct 11 deserving surfers into the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame. The first order of business tonight is to introduce the Hall of Fame's president, Gary Germain.
25 years, long time, history, East Coast champions, 4, right? Pretty incredible. But to make all that stuff work, we have our board and we have our sponsors. We received a tremendous amount of support this year from several sponsors, Billabong, Quicksilver, Vans, got it right here, listed. So we also have these awesome watches from Nixon, male and female. Which they did for us in 2022 also, so we're stoked to have them here. We have some 25th anniversary artwork, which Phil Roberts created. Each inductee gets their own framed, matted caricature, and Phil did the 25th anniversary logo. And I also want to thank the board, which worked tirelessly on many projects over the past 90 days or so. So we had our first mini magazine, which PT and Glenn Bremage put together, and some awesome sponsors in here. We have Vans, we have Quicksilver, Salty Crew, Billabong, O'Neill, and Visla, thank you. And then we also have support from shops and things of that nature. But you'll have a copy of it in your seat. It's the first one ever. We'll do it again in 2024, and we're stoked to have those sponsors supporting the magazine. As I said, the board does it for the love. There's no money. It's just passion. We have Dickie Messerall from Eastern Surf Magazine, a Hall of Fame photographer and an advisor for our media and stuff. Greg Lohr co-chairs the nominating committee with Sandy Ardilli, and Greg is a Hall of Famer class of 2000. Bob Nona, former publisher of Surfing Magazine for 10 years, longtime surf industry leader, Hall of Famer, class of 2008. David Skyblow couldn't make it. He snowed in Virginia. He's had a pro surfing competitor sports early years in the 70s. He's also a member of the Surfing Heritage and Cultural Center in California, representing the East Coast. And then there's me. But most importantly, and I put him aside, is Cecil. And Cecil's been here from day one, and he's done an awesome job. This I have to read. So we have a lot of Hall of Famers, 188, right, Bob? Something like that, I think?
167.
167. Good guess. So that being said, many of them have extraordinary competitive accomplishments, but I want to read what Cecil's done in his lifetime. He's the co-founder of the New Jersey Surfing Association, and as well as its president from 1963 to 1967. He's also a co-founder of the Eastern Surfing Association and served as its competition director from 1967 to 1970. From 71 to 2017, he was the East Coast Surfing Association's secretary and historian. In 1996, along with Greg Knoll, he co-founded the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame and served as its president until 2017, when he took on the role of president emeritus. He is also a member of the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame class of 1996 and the New Jersey Surfing Hall of Fame class of 2015. He also has 2 awards, President's Awards. In New Jersey, 2017, the Cecil Lear President's Award is awarded, and we also got it here for the East Coast, and we have a recipient tonight, which you'll meet later. In 1969, he was given the Surfer Magazine Surfers Cup Award, and in 1974, the Nancy Caton Recognition Award. In 1969, he was given, 2015, Lear was presented the Surfing Heritage and Cultural Center Lifetime Achievement Award. And that was in Washington at the Smithsonian. And just recently, he's also inducted into the Huntington Beach Walk of Fame, which is a serious Hall of Fame. I mean, that's the real deal. So I want to bring up Cecil.
It was a labor of love. And you're all part of it. You're all part of it. It wouldn't be done without you.
I say this every time I get up here. I don't care who's president. It's always Cecil's show, always, no matter when he's here. So that's what it is. So.
All of you.
So another person that's been near and dear to the East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame is Surf Expo. And they've been here with us for 25 years. They put up with everything that we don't do late and on time. And everyone laughs because we're all part of it. But they're awesome. They give us this space. They take care of us. They're a major reason why we've lasted this long, and a big part of us going where we've gone in the past 10 years. So to talk a little bit about the surfing, the Huntington Beach Surfing Walk of Fame, Peter Townend is their historian. So who else better to talk about it? And as Hunter mentioned, he's the first ASP Pro Surfing World Champ ever. So we'll bring Pete up and he can talk to us about the Huntington Beach Walk of Fame.
How's everybody doing out here tonight? You know, I've been to quite a few of these. I first started coming to Surf Expo in the 70s when it was in the, what's it called, the Pete Dooley Kissimmee Tupperware Center, right? and those were some funny times. And we used to have on the tour the Florida Pro at Sebastian Inlet at the same time. So we'd have the Florida Pro and then we'd come to Surf Expo. But I'm just going to keep this brief, but talking about the Surfing Walk of Fame, and this year I had the honor of inducting our man behind us here, Cecil Lear, in conjunction with Hoppy Swartz. The two of them are largely responsible for the creation of competitive surfing in America as we know it today. And I think that's one of the most important things and to still have Cecil here with us. He's a tribal elder. We're losing these tribal elders. He's one of the last guys that goes back to that era when surfing competition was created. You know, before those guys got together and created the United States Surfing Association and then the ESA, there really was no competitive surfing other than an event in Hawaii called Makaha. And so I think it's super, super important that this past year, the Surfing Walk of Fame in Huntington Beach, which is a global recognition, recognized Cecil. And I think on that note, we can just give Cecil another round of applause.
We had a planned introduction of a gentleman named Mike Miggs, who could not be with us tonight. Mike has a special gift for the Hall of Fame, and here's Gary to tell the story about this replica Duke surfboard standing behind us. Mike was going to do a surfboard auction. All that got canceled due to COVID, so his involvement here was huge. So we're filling in that gap, but at least we want to talk about what we have here.
So I don't know who was at the Smithsonian, but Fred Hemmings told an awesome story about, Duke taking off at Diamond Head and riding a 20-foot wave on his 10-foot redwood board that was 3 inches thick, that weighed 100 pounds and had no fin. Well, that's the replica right there. The real one is at the Bishop Museum in Hawaii. And if you ever heard Fred tell that story, he does it perfectly. It's awesome. But Bill Simon shaped this replica. It's down to the 1/8 of the inch. It's exact dimensions, width, shape, 3 inches. It's natural fall redwood and weighs over 100 pounds. I don't know, maybe there's 1 or 2 people in this room that could ride it. Me? No. But anyway, so it's going to hold all of our member inductees forever, and we'll figure out what we do when we get to the bottom. But it's a tremendous gift. Thank you, Mike Miggs. We have something special for you we're going to give to you back in New Jersey when I see you. But it'll have every class up there. It'll be up on stage from now until we fill it up, and we'll figure out what to do next. But I appreciate the gift. It's awesome. And for all you who have been inducted and will be in the future, your name will be up there forever. So, thank you.
To determine the class of 22, the Hall of Fame Board of Directors opened the nominating process to the public on its dedicated website on December 1st, 2020. The public submitted candidates' names and information for a time period culminating in March 30th of 21. Hall of Famers Greg Lohr and Sandy Ordili co-chaired a 10-member nominating committee who reviewed all the names submitted, selected 10 of the most worthy candidates in the Hall of Fame's 6 categories. 10 nominees were added to 40 nominees from prior years. So the whittling process, you get to the 10 in each category, and then out of those 10 in each category, it comes down to picking out 50 names on the 22 ballot. Those 50 names then went to a 24-person select committee chaired by Kevin Grondin. Each person on this committee studied all the nominees and selected 10, filling out the 6 categories. The top vote getters in each category, 10 surfers in total, were selected and then ratified by unanimous vote of the Hall of Fame Board of Directors. It has to be unanimous. In addition, tonight we're pleased to announce the second Cecil Lear President's Award recipient.